Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Well, this defense for the Cards, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Escaping the pressure right. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off.
And throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 22, Murray flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Murray. He's going to look deep for more. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Josh Allen coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Murray now to throw. Flushed out right. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
An option handoff given to Connor. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Murray. And he will find his man on the outside. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. On first down, Lawrence. That's complete to the tight end, Hopkins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Look at me. Go.
Play action. It's Lawrence. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. He will push his way down to about the 14. And the linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Lawrence. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. To throw is Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, it's Murray. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Schwartz. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field. It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Hunt. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Here's Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. And this time he is in. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Prater on to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Next to score, Cardinals 14, Jaguars 3.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Now it's Hyde on the return. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
And the Jaguars are eager to see what Laviska Shenault and Trevor Lawrence can do together. Shenault was a 2nd-round pick in 2020, and they're going to move him like a chess piece all over the formation and even put him in the backfield.
Here's a give to Etienne. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
And that's a pleasing run there by Travis Etienne, and every time I see him carry it, I think of the word mature. Why? 4 full seasons at Clemson, not something you normally get with a running back. Had almost 5,000 yards rushing, the school record, along with 70 rushing touchdowns. That's both the school record and ACC record. The 2nd running back taken in the draft after Najee Harris from Alabama, number 25 overall. He's now wearing number 1 in the NFL after wearing number 9 at Clemson. He loves those single digits.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Etienne. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited by what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on second and third down here.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. They go play action with Lawrence. Rolling to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Out of the end zone. It's now third and goal.
Now a third and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more.
Hey, Sam off. No. Check 26. Check it.
Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are back within a score. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead is down to 4. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Isabella not going to risk a return here, and they'll start at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Shotgun now for Murray. Swings this out for Hunt. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to have a third down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Cardinals on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be third and 5. Murray now being chased out left. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground. On first and 10, here's Murray. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Lawrence. And that's complete ETN out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll make it 2nd down. Now Lawrence to throw. Toward the sideline. He will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down.
That's good. For another Jacksonville. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Under 10. Go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. He'll get that underneath ETN. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half.
In 2nd and inches at the 7-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Now Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Lawrence going to throw again. Flush to his right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he was able to get in there and make a great play.
And they'll run with ETN. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this 1st half. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Hunt running left. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Murray. That's Isabella open on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Rolling to his left. And his throw here's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Touchdown, Cardinals! And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Cardinals 28, Jaguars 13.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Now it's Hyde on the return. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, lock it. Get it.
A give running right, Etienne. A first down and more, Etienne. He's at the 30, 10, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and this is back to an 8-point game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, no return from Isabella. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Throwing on first down is Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hunt. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Now Murray off play action. And he wisely will throw that one away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. He juked him, unable to corral him. He fights through. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 32-yard line.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
They'll roll him out right.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Now Murray again. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Now Murray. He'll buy some time right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Flushed out right. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. It's a throw again is Lawrence. And connecting here with DJ Shark. Touchdown Jaguars. DJ Shark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
They'll try and throw for it. And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Murray now to throw. Steps away to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Play action. Now it's Murray. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. K'Lavon Chason. He's the one who runs him down, and my goodness, that is just a disastrous loss for this offense. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Throwing now is Murray. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
From to the sideline, incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Murray now. Swings this out for Hunt. Fights off the defender. And good power running, but he's still going to be about a yard short. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got room. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Hunt. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. Murray to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Jaguars are right back in this football game. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice, because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit, because it's 2 minutes.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Donna Baker with a pick, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Now Prater to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now it's Hyde on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Throwing after the interception, Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Being chased out left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll be out of bounds downs about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
70, Indy, hard, hard. No.
Again, it's Lawrence. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Come on, QB, come on. 41.
On second and goal, Lawrence. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
All day, dog. Mike 41. We're going to wedge that up. Hey.
Now Lawrence to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Byron Murphy, and the Cardinals are going to get the football. Here as the ball will come out to the 20. And someone must have been in this hot sun a little too long. They've got the punt team out there, and just to clarify, it is not 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
On second down, Etienne once more. And he'll be taken down at the 18. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. They'll run with Etienne. A first down and more, Etienne. There he goes, right side. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for 2. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that 2-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for pride for them. But obviously the guys on the other side of the ball had some pride too. They stopped the 2-point play, even though, as you noted, it did not matter. So both teams battled to the end.
So for the Cardinals, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals.